Hello and welcome to Warsim, the Realm of Aslona. This is a neat little ASCII, or however you say that, game that is kind of a 4X, I guess. It's an interesting game. So let's get into it. And of course, it shall be I, Mr. Appropriation. And of course, we shall be the ruler of Appropriation Land. You are the ruler of the Kingdom of Appropriation Land, once a great and mighty empire fighting against the great bandit horde of Fëanor and the Overlord, as well as several minor bandit gangs who pester your lands. The world is vast and complex, there is much to see and do and little time to waste. From the fabled ancient lands to the blood-soaked arena, these lands call to be united under the flag of Appropriation Land. The world is full of mystery and wonder. There are many peoples in this world. They are men, pillaging liches, super spark tritons, wretched terramancers, bridge sorcerers, scrawny half-giants, goblins, and demons. So, now we choose the how I got the throne. I think I'm gonna go with 4. I won the throne in a bet with the previous ruler. That's not a great list of benefits, where I've got Appropriation Land having no gold, -15 public opinion, and 1/3 of my soldiers and peasants have deserted. That is a wonderful start. You can enter your throne room for the first time as the ruler of Appropriation Land. Crowds of people gather together to see their new king. As you take a moment to observe the room, the High General of Appropriation Land approaches. General Goran Pickener. That's definitely something that resembles a face. Greetings to you. I hope you are well, my lord. I shall crown you as the one true king of Appropriation Land. You gained this title through a bet with the previous king, who is now poor and fortuneless. Though many have revolted against your crowning, we, as noble servants of the crown, must stand behind you. Perfect. This, beautiful specimen here, well, I've got him on my side, so there's definitely that. You are now the king of Appropriation Land. I pray your reign is long. Now we must do as we have always done, and shall do, a minute silence for our ancestors. Yes. 1 minute. That's all they get, and they should be happy for it. For a minute, everyone in your court is silent, and all that remains is the whistling of the wind and the sound of muffled breathing. And that brings our ceremonious ceremony to an end. Perfect. I am Goran Pickener, the General of Appropriation Land. I advise you on matters of war and military. I will serve you loyally. That I swear. Now you will no doubt wish to know the state of the realm. Appropriation Land's 5 territorial holdings make us a threat to others. The kingdom's personal army consists of 333 peasant workers, 44 soldiers, and 5 loyal knights who serve your cause. That's not a lot of military assets. Now that's all for military matters. For the realm's finances, the kingdom's coffers were wiped out by our last king. I was able to protect the kingdom's 3,929 bank reserves, though. Other than that, the only gold is the 12,500 in your own personal coffers. Not a great start. So this is pretty much the main screen. You got a ton of different options, and every option goes into more options, and yeah, it's pretty neat. So let's start off with exploring the realm. I kind of want to just go north to the... Okay, so we got the Slaver's Fort. Now we'll try east. I found a pile of gold satchels containing 7,298 gold coins hidden away. Well, I have a feeling that was probably the gold that the previous king stole, so yeah, I'll take that back. And I didn't really get anything else. So let's try to the south. and explore that. A lone warrior approaches you and bows. My lord, I have wandered long in search of one to serve. I am Sir Cineas, the Brainless Reaper. Will you take me? He's actually a pretty good champion, with a battle score of 184. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. The warrior grins and then bows to you. Thank you, he says before heading off to take the position of first champion of Appropriation Land. Well, just like that, I walked down the road and I got this majestic person. You can only explore so much, and usually it's 3. You can sometimes get more, but for now it was 3. So for the most part, other than that, you can go to the throne room. Welcome to your throne room. Here you can deal with visitors from across your realm and beyond. As time goes on, you may find the number of visitors swelling to huge lines. As a ruler, you may choose to deal with every last visitor, but if the task becomes too monotonous, you should look to hiring a steward. Stewards will deal with any visitors left unseen by you at the end of a turn. Perfect. So basically I can just say, hey, steward, deal with it, and they deal with everything for me. So we've got 16 people waiting in line to see me. So, let's send in the visitors. You are visited by a working man who grins and says, I have been taxed for living in a hovel, but alas, I dwell in a stinky hole in the ground, solely to avoid the hovel tax. Please help me. You got taxed for living in a hovel, but actually you live in a hole. Well, I suppose, yeah, you get your gold back. Congratulations. Good job for living in a hole. You order reparations to be paid, the gold is accepted, and then the working man says thank you before turning and leaving. You're welcome. You have fun in your stinky hole. Send in the next visitor. You are visited by an insane person who says the dead shall worry not while they rot. I'm just gonna thank him for his words, and the man smiles, bows his head for a long time, then lifts it up and says, long may you reign, before leaving. Perfect. Awesome. That's how you deal with insane people. Just go with it. Roll with whatever they're saying. You are visited by a traveling bard. He asks to play a song on his little goblin drums. I'm pretty good at this. I shall play you a short song. You know what, little goblin? Let's hear it. That was definitely one of the performances of all times. Yes, you did just kind of tap on the drums a little bit, but it wasn't horrible, I suppose. We'll say that was acceptable. And I got negative relation to the Musicians Guild. He was not good. Just get out of here, buddy. The drummer leaves your court. Send in the next visitor. Your guards bring forward a man who has been accused of trying to summon demons. Well, I'm gonna ask him to explain himself. I ask for no mercy. I will join my overlord soon enough. That you will, because I'm gonna go ahead and chop your head off. The demon warder hears your order and bows his head, allowing a guard to get a clean cut before beheading him. Yeah, one less demon worshipper to worry about. Yep. Send in the next visitor. You are visited by a strange beggar who wants to join your army because his wife is nagging him to death and he needs a break. I'm gonna cut you a break and let you in, buddy. Mostly because I need an actual military, but we'll go with it. You are visited by a drunk knight. My king, I wish to take up arms and find honor questing for you. I will allow this drunkard knight to quest. He wants to join the military, but I have to pay off his debts, and I'm not gonna do that because I don't have very much money. You are visited by a livid, fat farmer who tries to enter your throne room, but gets stuck at the door after a short while of wiggling and shifting. He pulls back and leaves. That's... Alright, I'll take it. You are visited by a mud-covered village idiot who claims one of your soldiers called him a troll turd, and claims that such an insult is due reparations. You know, it's not that bad. I think you're gonna make it, so I'm just gonna say no. The mud-covered village idiot stares at you for a moment before turning and leaving. Send in the next visitor. You are visited by a wretched novice terramancer from Pubadon. Pubadom. Ah, there it is. I thought I said that right the first time. From Pubadom of the wretched terramancers who seeks to fight for you because you seem interesting. I'm gonna ask, why do I seem interesting? And he says you just do. Oh, sounds like sound logic to me. I'm gonna accept him. You are visited by a talking frog who says he was cursed by a witch and needs an elixir to undo the spell and return him to his human body. I'm intrigued. I feel like I should... Let's try the expensive one, because I'm curious what's gonna happen. What a beautiful person. You pay for the ingredients and a local alchemist gets to work. The brew is finished and draped over the skin of the talking frog. For a moment, there is a bright light and a chiming sound. There is now a man where the frog stood. He falls to his knees and shouts, "Thank you, thank you, thank you!" Hello, Nigel. You're welcome. That was a very expensive potion for not a whole lot of return, but I'll take it. You are visited by a gnome who grins menacingly and then shouts, "I am Zimbert, and I have come to say, your mother was an orc." He runs away and throws a rude hand gesture at you. That's about right. Alright, so let's go ahead and manage staff. So I'm gonna want to hire probably a spy master and a steward, because I feel like that's probably a good idea. So let's start with the spy master. Sether the barb roller is the best one, and he costs a lot of money, but I feel like that might be worth it. So, no, wrong one. That one. We're gonna spend some money, and then we're gonna hire a steward, Fenar the Beard of the Night. He's the best one. Most expensive, again. He's a money grubber. What does money grubber mean again? We'll go with him. Now we can invest some of our gold into buildings and that kind of stuff. So, we're gonna do some cheap ones and do tribute stands. But I don't have a ton of gold to work with, so I don't really want to spend all of it in like one place. Militia weapon stash. Can do signs. We'll do throne room signs. Feel like the dirt roads is gonna give us better return. We have 5,000 gold left, which is not a lot. You can go to the arena. You know what? Let's bet on a fight. I think that's a good plan. 23 to watch a fight, and then let's see. Who would I like to bet on? Grimbald the Cloudy-Eyed the Third, or Dask the Bleeder. I want to say from the names, probably the Cloudy-Eyed guy. Let's try it. I'm gonna bet 100 gold. The crowd chant in near unison while the fighters emerge from the gates and pace towards each other, weapons in hand. The crowd roars as the fighters near each other, and the fight begins. I think I definitely bet correctly on Grimbald the Cloudy-Eyed the Third. So we'll just kind of see. Oh, the crowd's booing Grimbald the Cloudy-Eyed the Third. And he slips on a patch of blood. Alright, we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, well, it's looking pretty good for Grimbald. Oh, I think he's got it. It's closer than it should be. There it is. Alright, Grimbald the Cloudy-Eyed the Third cracks Dask the Bleeder on the head. And he goes down. So, I got 150 gold. Sweet. We're gonna try that again. Ooh. Grimbald the Cloudy-Eyed the Third or Pillaging Lich King. I mean, I feel like you gotta go with the Pillaging Lich King. We'll bet another 100. Yeah, the Pillaging Lich King. That was the right option.
Overkill.
Pillaging Lich King swings down 2 hard strikes on Grimbald the Cloudy-Eyed the Third, and he got overkilled. Yeah, Pillaging Lich King. Alright, so this might be a halfway decent and entertaining way to make money. Scrawny Half-Giant or Super Spark Triton. Oh man, this is no longer... I'm gonna go Super Spark Triton. I'm gonna bet 300 on this. Hey, I definitely... Yeah, go Super Spark Triton. That was incredibly quick. Super Spark Triton manages to get a little hit on Scrawny Giant whatever, on his little head, and down he goes. Yeah, Super Spark Triton. God, I'm gonna mess up so many of these names. It's so great. And I got 450 gold from the bet. Sweet. Now that we have a lot of our stuff in order, let's check the diplomatic stuff. So the Bandit Horde is no more, which is good. We're at war with the Goblin Kingdom of Krut, but not the Goblin Kingdom of Iraq. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and end the year. So we're ready to move on. And we could attack people. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the Goblin Kingdom of Krut, because we're at war with them, and we're gonna... Yeah, let's get some information about them. They have a fair bit of territory behind them, 6 lands that we would need to capture before their capital. They have a little bit of gold in their vaults, so a raid may be worth considering. I'm gonna go ahead and do a raid, because that sounds like a good idea, and I should really send a lot of people, and I'm gonna send my champion. That's a pretty good ratio. It's not, like, incredible, but let's see what our general thinks about it. We outmatched the enemy forces well enough, victory seems almost certain. So, let's do it. A full moon adorns the battlefield. Do you want to launch the attack or wait for more favorable weather? I think we're just gonna do it. They get 25% raid defense, which is not great. But we just wiped pretty much are absolutely destroying them. We got 167 gold, minus 6 relations, and plus 1 public opinion. Sweet. And we got a single chest of loot with 75 gold coins in it. Sweet. And they launched an assault on us, so I'll watch the battle. We got 70 defenders, and they attacked with like 50 people. So I think we're gonna do pretty good. Yeah, we got him. We got him good. Alright, let's read through an advanced report of the kingdom. So we ended up increasing our gold by 2,309, which is not great, but that's definitely something. With the old year faded, the year 116 has begun, and with it comes a feeling of nothingness in the air. We're gonna go ahead and leave it here. So let me know if you want to see more. You're gonna see more, but let me know if you want to see more.